Today we'll demonstrate the Smart Control Box configured with the Microtech screwdriver, smart bins, and a smart bit block. All the components plug directly into the control box. The screwdriver of choice, in this case a Microtech, plugs into connector H10. The smart bins plug into connector H8, and the smart bit block plugs into connector H7. We'll now review how to program the system. Start by going to the maintenance mode, click to log in, dial your password. The system is entirely password protected. Then click OK and dial to teach. Once in the teach mode, you're ready to teach your first step. Choose your first step number. Whichever step you start to program is where your process begins. In this case, we'll start at 00. You could start at 1. Choose the bin you'd like. 00 is the first bin. Choose the bit you'd like. 00 is the first bit in the bit block. And then the torque program. You've now taught your first step in the process. The system will automatically take you to the next step. And you repeat that process for as many steps as in your job. In review, we'll teach that step, 00, bin, bit, torque program. Done. That's all it takes to program the sequence. Go to the Run menu, and you're ready to run the process you just programmed. This concludes the review of the programming process. We'll now review the operation of the system. The first thing to do is go to the Run menu, click the jog dial, and you're at the first step in the process. The first 2 digits tell you what step you're at, and then the system will tell you what it's waiting for. BT00 indicates it's waiting for a bit. As soon as we grab the correct bit, the system moves on and tells us now it's waiting for a torque program, TQ00, as we programmed. The correct screw had already been indicated by the green light. At the completion of a good joint, the system automatically changes to the next step, asking for a new screw. Break the beam, indicate we have the correct screw. Change the bit. And now it's waiting for another torque setting. At the completion of the torque setting, the LED light changes to tell you which bit is indicated for the next joint. You must remove the bit and replace it before getting the next bit. Get the next screw. Complete the next rundown. We'll now induce an error. See if we try to run the system, we have no power to the tool. If we grab the correct screw only and do not change the bit, we still have no power to the tool. It tells us waiting for bit T00. Put the old bit back, get the correct bit. Now we have power to the tool. It's now waiting for the next good torque signal. We switches to the next step in the process. Tells us we need a new screw. N means we have the wrong screw. So we must get the correct screw. We've already changed the bit. We're off to the next setting. Change the bit. Next screw. Completion of the next joint. Try to run the system by grabbing the wrong screw. The light turns red. It indicates we have the wrong screw. As soon as we get the correct screw, it tells us it's waiting for a bit, and the next good torque signal. If at any time you get a bad signal, it's going to continue to wait until you get a good torque signal before moving to the next step. A new bit, and then a new screw. We're now at the last step in the process. It's waiting for torque signal from program 02. Run the screw down. The system now tells us it's back to step 1, ready to repeat the process. This completes the review of the operation of the system.